once it was a peaceful place, a quiet shore, a northern lake. People liked the place they found, they put foundations in the ground.
Crowd the dance floor at Papa Charlie's with original swing and SplinterTones. Florian Chmielewski toasts 7 decades of polka.
It's been a long trail, and it's been a happy trail, really.
I'm hoping to inspire people to learn more about bogs and to get themselves out into a bog.
Christine Baeumler's environmental installation explores Minnesota's bogs. These stories and more music in this edition of The Playlist.
Funding for The Playlist is provided by the citizens of Minnesota through the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund.
Please welcome SplinterTones to The Playlist.
We're entering the Itasca Community College bog at this moment. I just so love being out in these bog ecosystems. They're so quiet. I think artists in general, and I in particular, am interested in the way people experience the world. So what is their experience of a place? I'm Christine Baeumler. I'm a socially engaged artist, and I'm hoping to inspire people to learn more about bogs and to get themselves out into a bog. Look at that root system, my gosh. Oh, I hope you won't be too cramped. So what you see here are jars that were blown in 1895, hand-blown jars. They're from originally the Bell Museum. I think some of them, I'm just gonna let them just come right out of the pot. I was invited by Katie Marshall to come up here to the Grand Rapids area to meet experts from various disciplines who are working with bogs and bog ecosystems. I need more jars. You know, usually we don't think of bogs as inspiring love and affection, but the people that I encountered, these wonderful experts about bogs, are truly in love with bog habitats, and I fell in love with them as well. I think bogs are beautiful, they're unique, but also they're very important in terms of how it may impact climate change. Bogs cover 3% of the Earth's surface, but they absorb about 30% of the carbon. So it really matters what happens in bogs. In this jar, we have the Labrador tea. We also have some carex, which is a forb. And on this jar, we have a really beautiful Indian pipe plant. So the importance of this was to have people actually touch the plants, feel the plants, smell the peat, and really come in close contact with the actual specimens and the actual plants. Originally, all of these jars had these tops on them to contain the specimens, but what I like about the way these plants are displayed is that they look like they're trying to escape. I like the idea of nature not complying with what we might intend for it, but really allowing it to do what it does naturally. We're going to repatriate the snowberry. We took one more plant than we needed yesterday for the jars, so I wanted to return it to its beautiful home in the bog. When they come out to a bog, they hear the birds, they use all of their senses. And I think by engaging all of the senses, it really gives people a much more vivid experience of the environment.
That is awesome. Florian Chmielewski, thank you for stopping by.
Well, thank you. It's fun to be here.
Yeah. 7 decades with an accordion in your hand.
70 years playing the accordion. I'll tell you, it's been a long trail, and it's been a happy trail, really.
So this is a family tradition for you. Who taught you to play?
Well, it's a funny story about, I went to high school in Willow River, and there were no teachers of any kind. So I went to the piano teacher in the school, and I said to her, Minnesota Bocek, I have an accordion. I want you to teach me how to play it. She said, I don't know anything about accordion. I said, oh, yes, you do. I said, this accordion side here is exactly the same as a piano. So if you teach me this, I'll teach myself this side. And that's the way I started.
And you were booking gigs by the time you were 18, 19, 20?
Well, when I was 18, I had the accordion only about 60 days, and I got called to do a wedding. I only knew about 4 songs, you know. And the guy said, "I'll just play them over and over, that's fine." So I played for that wedding in Sturgeon Lake in 1945. And after that, we went on television in Duluth.
What motivated you to be a musician?
Well, actually, my grandfather, he came from Poland, but he had his violin with him. And they had a band way back in the late 1800s. And then my dad started the second generation in 1911. And then in 1945, I started the third generation. And of course, all my kids play, that's the fourth generation, and my grandkids.
How do you get people to dance? What kind of dance music do you play?
I just something like I say, "Ladies and gentlemen, now turn to the person sitting on your right-hand side, tap on the shoulder, and everybody dance." Hey,
How do you tell if people are engaged? How do you know that you're playing the right music?
Well, you got to feel out the crowd, that's for sure. And you got to look at the way they dance, and pretty soon, after about a few minutes, you have it figured out. They're sometimes by nationalities, sometimes by age, and that's the way you get them out on the floor.
So is there a nationality that you specialize in? German polka, Finnish polka?
Not really, but if it's a German polka, you know. The Happy Wanderer, see?
Mm-hmm. So if you're playing up for the Swedes, what do you play?
Oh, the Swedes. Johan på slippen.
Okay, now if you're playing up to the Finlanders, what do you do?
Oh, they're something else, I tell you. Because they dance fast. Because I think it's because it's cold in their country. But here's the way they do it. There, that's the Finnish people.
Okay, how about your people, the Polish people?
Polish people, well, they would do something. Moja droga, ja ci kocham. That's Polish. Means that I love you. Bobby Vinton. That's it.
It's just awesome. So how did the whole TV thing happen?
The TV was a accident, you know. You have to take advantage of opportunities. But anyway, I went on WKLK radio with a friend of mine, Leonard Wajkowski. Went on the WKL radio station 2 Sundays. And on the third Sunday, the WDSM truck met me at my house and said, "I've got a spot for you. I want you on television." That's how quick it was. So what happened then is that in 1955, I had all my 5 brothers. We headed down to the WDSM studio, and lo and behold, just before I was ready to start playing, they said, "Stop it, you know, they might picket the place. Are you belong to the union?" I said, "No, we're just farm kids out there in Sturgeon Lake." I said, "What does it cost to join?" And they said, $240. And I said, "Pay him," and then we start playing. You see, and from that time on, we never stopped. I've done thousands of shows.
So what advice would you give for a musician coming up behind you?
Well, I'll tell you what, if you've got the determination, it is a really fun thing to do. Because, you know, if you smile, the whole world smiles with you. And if you laugh, they all laugh with you. And if you want to be in a happy environment, that's the place to go.
Would you do it again?
Oh, I'd do it any old time. I play this many times a week.
You told us that they wouldn't recognize you if you didn't have an accordion in your hands.
They do, I think. A little bit, yeah.
Florian Chmielewski, thank you for taking time with us.
Hey, the beer barrel polka, ha! Thank you.
Fire wagon. 1, 2, 3. I was talking to the people that live in town. Ever had your shack and your clothes burned down? Call the fire wagon. till the fire wagon comes.
Well, Leah and Max, thank you from the SplinterTones. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Karen, for having us.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Very excited that you'll share your music with us. And tell me about how this band got started.
Well, this band, SplinterTones, is a melding of two bands, the Splinters and SplinterTones, which happened about a year ago, right, Max? But the Splinters had been playing together for about 20 years, and there's still 3 original members in the Splinters. Of the original 4, and then Max joined us about 3 years ago.
I think so.
Yeah, the Magic Fiddler, and yeah, now we're a 7-piece dance band.
7 pieces is hard to get together all at once. How do you work on your rehearsal? How do you work on your gig schedule?
And we just have so much fun that it isn't even work to have rehearsal time, because we can't wait until we're playing together again the next week. And now recently we start adding a second rehearsal for like a vocal rehearsal, and we just look forward to both times every week at any gigs that we play in, because it's just it's so much fun.
And it gets us through the winter too. So that 1 night a week rehearsal, and then break it down into vocal rehearsals on another day, and it's it's coming together. And the dynamics, the personalities work well together. It all works out really well.
And how do the songs develop? How do you kind of flesh them out?
You know, I write some of them, and different members of the band will bring songs in, and if it will go through a song a couple times, and if it seems like it's a good fit, well, then we'll work on it more. And so lately we've been going in kind of a swing direction, which having a saxophone player has opened up, you know, a whole different world for us to be able to do that, the instrumentation.
Well, how would you describe your sound?
Eclectic. I know it's an overused word, but definitely eclectic, uppity, high energy. Yeah.
And what kind of following have you developed in Cook County?
There are splint heads out there. There are definitely splint heads out there.
The people that want to dance especially,
Yeah.
they love to come out. So.
And where do you see the band going? How would you like, if you look into the future, what would you like to see happen with it?
I'd love to go to Cuba. I'd love to play on the streets in Cuba. Just be street musicians. It would be great. So, you know, not really, I mean, we'll play anywhere. If we can get there, we'll play. We love playing town halls.
Will you record? Are you recording any music out there? Or?
Yes, we're making plans to do some recording this late spring. We have some vacations planned here, so it's going to be difficult in the next couple of months. But then we're going to get in the studio and do some recording. My cousin, one of my cousins, is a director, and we hope to do a video with him. So
Really fun. How many bands have a beautiful painting as their band profile picture?
Liz Sievertson, original painting of the band, I know. We're very fortunate.
Another example of the talent that's laying under, besides just the music that we play, there's so much talent in the group and lots of love, and we just really enjoy each other. So that's hopefully that's evident in the music that we play. So.
Can you quickly tell me who else is on stage besides the two of you?
Right, well, Liz Sievertson on saxophone, John Gruber's playing guitar, Holly Harwig, percussion and backup vocals, Jeff Deshawn bass, Rick Brandenburg on drums.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing your time and your talent with
Thank you
us.
for
Thanks,
having
Karen.
us.
Yeah, have fun.
Thanks, we will.
Once it was a peaceful place, a quiet shore, a northern lake. People liked the place they found. They put foundations in the ground, built their homes, breathed fresh air. They were very happy there. They told their friends in postcards too. More people came as people do. Peaceful place began to grow. There were those who liked it so. They organized development boards and brought in still more bustling hordes and Super 8s and Super 9, traffic lights and realty signs. Well, there's gas and golf along the shore. Come on up, there's room for more. Stream of cars on 61. Peaceful place was overrun. Got so full of so much stuff that people finally had enough. Peaceful, peaceful place. Peaceful, peaceful place. Peaceful, peaceful place. There's gas and golf along the shore. Come on up, there's room for more. Stream of cars on 61. A peaceful place was overrun. Got so full of so much stuff that people finally had enough. They left the shore. They left the lake. They went to find. They went to find. They went to find a peaceful place.
A Leah Thomas original there.